What's up, guys? Obviously, it's Captain Obvious, and welcome to the Armory. In today's episode, I'll be reviewing the L86A2 from the Close Quarters expansion pack. You will unlock this weapon after completing the No Shortage assignment from the Close Quarters expansion pack, which requires you to get 20 squad resupplies and 20 kills with light machine guns. The damage per bullet is 25 to 18.4, with the drop-off beginning at 8 meters and ending at 50 meters. Shots to kill in core mode are going to be 4 to 6 over range, and in hardcore mode that's going to drop down to 3 to 4 shots to kill. Alright, so the damage on this weapon was 25 to 18.4, and that's the same as light support weapons and the light machine guns in Battlefield 3. Now, the general purpose machine guns, which are the M60, the PKP Peshmerga, and the M240 Bravo, all have higher damage on them, making them a 3-shot kill in closer range, contrary to the L86's 4-shot kill, and they're also a 5-shot kill out to longer ranges, contrary to this weapon's 6-shot kill out to longer ranges. It can't compete with those in time to kill at those ranges, but it's still very quick to kill in closer range compared to other weapons in its class and the game. The rate of fire is 750 rounds per minute, muzzle velocity is 640 meters per second, maximum range is 960 meters. You can only fire the weapon on fully automatic mode, and the suppressive effect is 7.0%. So in comparison to other light support weapons in the game, the L86A2 is actually right in the middle of the pack of all of them. It has the same exact rate of fire as the M27, the MG36, and itself. And the QBB95 and the RPK both have lower rates of fire, but they're more controllable, so that's okay. But the L86A2's one strong point is that higher rate of fire mixed with its very good muzzle velocity. Now, the M27 does have a little bit faster muzzle velocity, but the controllability of the L86 actually beats out the M27 in that regard. So because of the higher muzzle velocity and the faster rate of fire on the L86A2 than other weapons in the light support weapon category, it is a very, very great weapon because of this quick rate of fire and the fact that out to longer ranges you can still get a quick kill because of the faster muzzle velocity mixed with that higher rate of fire. Normal reload time is 2.80 seconds, empty time reload is 3.30 seconds, cancel time reloads are 2.10 and 2.475 seconds. Threshold is 0.75 and magazine size is 45 rounds plus 1 in the chamber. Now here's another place where the L86A2 has an advantage over the other light support weapons in the class, except for, yet again, the M27 IAR. Its reload times are faster than the QBB95, the MG36, and the RPK74M, which gives it a distinct advantage over those weapons in closer range, what the L86 actually excels in because of its bullpup design, which I will go over a little bit later in this video. So that fast reload is a great addition to this weapon, and it really makes it an easy-to-use weapon in that regard. The first shot recoil is a 2x multiplier, so speed is 18.0, recoil up is 0.32, left pull is 0.15, and the right pull is 0.25. So now the hipfire spread values are better than it is for the other light support weapons. It has a 0.5 decrease in terms of its hipfire spread, which is a very nice bonus for you guys. Alright, so there's a lot of things here going strongly for the L86A2. It's controllable, the vertical recoil is really not that powerful, as is the left and right pull. As you can tell by the demonstration right now, it's pretty much non-existent in terms of the left and right pulls, which is a very nice thing for you guys. The spread values, on the other hand, are actually very good as well. The hipfire spread, because of this weapon, is a bullpup, is better than it is on most other weapons in the light support weapon category, as it is better than most of the other weapons in the entire light machine gun category. So, you will have an advantage in closer range while hipfire, which is a very nice bonus, such as a weapon like this where it usually suffers in closer range. Now, let's review my 4 recommended attachments for this weapon. Unlocked at 350 kills, the heavy barrel will give you a vertical recoil increase to 0.352, which is a 10% increase. It will also increase your drop-off distance to 75 meters, increase muzzle velocity, nothing, it will never do that. It will also decrease aim-down sight spread by 55% and increase hipfire spread by a whopping 70%. So yes, the heavy barrel is all well and good in the increased accuracy, and the fact that it makes the weapon that much more potent at longer range because of that range increase that the weapon receives. But that vertical recoil increase is extremely significant. It climbs very fast. Usually has a very slow to medium climb, but with the heavy barrel attached, the weapon will climb to its maximum vertical recoil value extremely quickly. Also, the hipfire is atrocious. It has a 70% increase, completely negates the bullpup weapon, but it just makes it that much worse in closer range, which is a terrible, terrible thing. The Bipod, which is pretty much a staple for any light machine gun, will lower your recoil across the board, but it will also decrease your hipfire and aim down sight spread, which is a very nice bonus as well. So now, yet again, I've run into a very, very terrible glitch on the L86A2 with the Bipod. Look at that, the recoil pattern is an extreme heavy left pull. I have no idea what's going on. All I think it can be is that the Bipod on any light support weapon except for the RPK has this glitch on it, which is a pretty bad thing. Now, the only reason you would ever use the Bipod on a weapon such as this is to increase the accuracy. You always want to burst fire with a Bipod no matter what. It still has recoil even though it has very low values. Burst firing is just that much better on weapons such as this, just because you have the controllability and the awesome accuracy that can offer you while using the Bipod. Unlock at 20 kills, the laser sight will decrease your hipfire spread by 50%, which is a nice bonus in itself because of the bullpup design of the weapon. Alright, so the laser sight on this weapon is actually not that great of an option, but it's still there if you need it. Don't go fully automatic, just burst fire with the laser sight. It is a good option. It gives you a nice tight spread that is not too high above your normal firing position. It's a good option in closer range. It really helps the weapon out, and it already augments that awesome bullpup design of the weapon to better levels. It's a good attachment. It's not the best though. The flash suppressor will decrease your vertical recoil to 0.272, which is a 15% decrease. It will also increase your hipfire spread by 14.314%. Alright, so the flash suppressor on this weapon is a very, very good option. I really like using this weapon with the flash suppressor because you can easily burst fire the weapon better than you could originally. It won't decrease the maximum vertical recoil stopping point where it'll stop after firing for a certain amount of time, but it will make burst firing easier by making the climb slower. It is a very good attachment for the L86A2 where you want to be using it out to medium range because that's where it excels the most. So the flash suppressor will not hurt the weapon too much in terms of the hipfire, but it'll make the vertical recoil a lot more easier to control. So now let's go to my recommended class setup for the L86A2. So today's recommended class setup is going to be the holographic sight, the American one, the Bipod, and the flash suppressor. I like the holographic sight because of the zoom bonus, the Bipod is great, and the flash suppressor is a great attachment as well. So now let's talk about some strategies involved in using the L86A2. It is a very, very good all-around light support weapon in the LMG category. You can't go wrong with the L86A2. The only disadvantage it has is the fact that it is outclassed in closer range by the general purpose machine guns, which are the M240, the PKP, and the M60. But at medium ranges where the weapon is most comfortable and where the light support weapon should be used most, it excels greatly. It is a very, very great attachment option, or weapon option as a matter of fact. It has some of the most versatile features about it. You can use it with any attachment you would like. You can use it with the heavy barrel, with the flash suppressor, with the laser sight. If the suppressor is what you want, you can go with that as well. Just overall is a great all-around light machine gun, or in this case light support weapon, that I really love using personally. I grew very fond of this weapon right from the beginning when Close Quarters came out. I used it right away. I thought it was a very, very great weapon. I got instantly into it. It is an easy transition over from the M27IAR. You have the same rate of fire. You have pretty much the same recoil patterns, but they're a little bit less. The recoil is very easy to control. Also on this weapon, it's a little bit easier to control than it is on the M27. The reload time is a little bit slower, but all that in itself makes the L86 an amazing weapon, and I hope you guys use it as well out on the battlefield. And if you have yet to unlock it, I highly recommend unlocking this weapon in the Close Quarters expansion pack as soon as possible. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of the Armory and learned something new and useful regarding the L86. Next episode, I'll be covering the MG36 light support weapon. Hope you guys like the new ambience and the new filters on the stat screens. If you guys don't like it, just let me know. I'll be glad to change it. But it's pretty cool. Hope you guys like it as well. Follow me on Twitter. Link is down in the description. Remember to check out the playlist for the Armory in the description as well. Thumbs this video up if you enjoyed it. And as always, rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.